my top 3 keys for health and happiness. Welcome back. Hope you're having a great day. As I said in the beginning, my top 3 keys for health and happiness. Notice I said health. I'm not going to talk about fitness. I'm not going to talk about conditioning, fight conditioning. More so, I'm going to speak on health. These are my top 3 things for health that will lead to happiness in life, all right? Number 1, body weight strength. Number 2, movement and flexibility. These 2 things kind of go hand in hand, movement and flexibility. Number 3 is your cardio and your stamina. Now, for you, subscribe to me. Hi, welcome back. This is what I found that leads me to a happy life. A little backstory again. I mean, I've had so many changes physically, spiritually. I've been extremely buff from like lifting weights and doing a lot of odd object lifting. I got skinny. I fought in the cage, mixed martial arts. I was fighting at 135 and 145. That was like prime time shape. Being a fighter and being in shape for fighting, especially mixed martial arts, it's a whole different ball game. When you feel that type of physical fitness, it's hard to do anything else, you know. But after I was fighting, I got big again. I really got big into calisthenics. I was doing like 2,000 push-ups every other day, pull-ups 500 minimum, at least in like sets of 10, just 3 hours, just banging out pull-ups. I wasn't too much into the tricks like muscle ups. I was just into reps, squats, 2,000 body weight squats, just banging it out, just real basic, lots of endurance. And I got big again and like built a lot of muscle just from straight body weight training. But, you know, throughout all those evolutions, I still had to come back to being in fighting shape. And this is how I got these 3 keys: body weight strength, flexibility and movement, and your cardio and your stamina. You know, when I was big and doing a lot of bodyweight training, it was cool. Like a lot of people would ask, like, damn, what is your lifting program? And I was like, dude, I don't even lift weights. I just do a shit ton of push-ups, pull-ups, squats. It gave me a good sense of pride, but it was hard to, my conditioning of course went down because I was bigger. I was about like 180, just like jacked. I wasn't too fluffy. I didn't carry too much fat on me, but I was bigger. So my conditioning, my stamina, and more so my flexibility wasn't really there. So, you know, I have children. When I try to play with my children, yeah, I'm like a big buff dude. But like when I take them to the park, I always worked out at the park. You know, I was doing a lot of street workout, so to say. And when I would try to like play with them, I was just kind of like just lugging around at 5'7", being like 170, 180, just kind of big and not really focusing on movement and flexibility, just straight reps and building muscle. It really lags on you. 5'7", 180, just muscle, not working any movement, flexibility. Yeah, it takes a toll on you, especially on your cardio, especially on just regular day-to-day tasks. I look cool just walking around like I'm big and buff, but in my heart, I knew I wanted more. All right, same thing for, you know, when I got big off lifting weights. Again, I was 5'7". There was a point where, dude, I was squatting like 405. I could deadlift 405 for 10 reps, like kind of easily. I was flipping 500-pound tires for like 2 hours straight. I had my strength and conditioning gym, my little fitness business. We would do a lot of odd object lifting, sled dragging. I could like clean and press fully loaded kegs. And that point, I was strong, but I didn't have the movement response that I wanted. So that's where the flexibility and the movement comes in. I was always kind of on one end of the spectrum. Same thing with when I was fighting in the ring. Being a mixed martial artist, I kind of had all points of it, but because I was fighting at a smaller weight class, I would have to always diet down and kind of starve myself at days. So a lot of my strength at that time, you know, when you're fighting in the cage, for me, with my style, my strength really doesn't matter. with my style, I gotta be able to last. With my hand speed, my cardio, and explosive I gotta have the gas tank to back it up. It doesn't mean anything to be fast and explosive and to be able to hit with all this power when I can't maintain that power throughout the duration of the fight. So for me, that's where the stamina and the cardio comes in. And now this is the 3 pillars, my 3 keys for health and happiness. Now I'm at the point now, you guys kind of see it. You see the jump roping. I have muscle. The jumping rope. If you're from my TikTok, you see all the shadow boxing, hitting the heavy bag. I got some videos on this YouTube channel. And I really just want you to kind of feel what I feel. If you're vibing with my message, I want you to have a good quality life, And for me, this is how I was able to get it. Now, this is a basic rundown. If you got a pen and paper, take some notes, okay? I'm going to give you some exercises, like a gold standard, so to say. If you can hit this gold standard, I will no doubt in my mind, you're going to be happy with your body. You're going to have some good energy throughout your day, and you're going to have a pretty good positive outlook on life, all right? This is like my gold standard for exercises. Write this down. Push-ups. At least minimum. You got to be able to do these exercises, all right? Number 1, push-ups. 4 sets of 25 push-ups. I don't care how long you take in between breaks. 4 sets of 25 push-ups. You got to be able to do that. Okay, next. Pull-ups. Regular pull-ups. I'm not going to say chin-ups. Chin-ups are a little easier, but pull-ups. Pull-ups, 5 sets of 10. Got to be able to do at least minimum 5 sets of 10 pull-ups. Bodyweight squats. 4 sets of 25 reps. Fully, all the way up, all the way down. Same thing for the push-ups. 4 sets of 25, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down. Clean. Clean push-ups, clean pull-ups, clean bodyweight squats. 4 sets of 25 bodyweight squats, all right? Then 1 set of 100 crunches. Just really short, just 100 straight through without it being too hard. Okay? If you can hit these 4 things, 4 sets of 25 push-ups, 5 sets of 10 pull-ups, 4 sets of 25 bodyweight squats, 1 set of 100 crunches, I have no doubt in my mind that you are strong and you will be capable to do almost anything. If we were to go do construction and we got to lift drywall, heavy beams, frame a house. I used to be a sandblaster, sandblasting, any type of labor work, dude, you'll be strong enough to hack it with me. 12 hours a day, dude, I get it in. Like, just so happily in my life, I did a lot of manual labor jobs, warehouse, sandblasting. I worked on ships, construction, did some framing, demolition, and you see what it is, dude. Like, guys, I would jump on job sites and it's like, it's gonna be a hard day if you can't keep up. If you can do these bodyweight exercises, you should be able to have the strength of a man to do any task. All right? Now, even if you're heavier, if you're like 200 plus and you can hit these bodyweight strength numbers, bro, you're a beast, okay? Now, for the bodyweight strength, as I said, this is one of the keys. If you can do this, like I said, you have the strength of a man that can almost do anything. If you want to get into powerlifting with those numbers, dude, you should be able to, you'll have enough muscle maturity to make it in powerlifting, CrossFit. You want to get into grappling, whatever, okay? If you can move your body, you got to understand this. As for strength of a man, when you can hit these numbers, you have control over your body. Every man should be able to hit these numbers because no matter what, it's always going to be you. You bring the strength. If you can't pull and push your own weight, I don't know, bro. Okay? Now, there's some of you out there, powerlifters, that don't even focus on body weight training. It's all right. But if you're strong, dude, if you can deadlift like 800 pounds, squat 400 pounds, you should be able to hit these numbers. Like, externally, if you can lift that kind of volume and weight, you being 250 plus pounds, it should be I see it on Instagram. I see some guys like 250 plus power lifters, but they can bang out pull-ups because they be doing rows with like 405 barbell rows. Like, it should be easy. But as a man, those 4 body weight exercises at those numbers, you got to be able to do them. If you can do that in your head, you should know you're confident. You have the strength to do anything, dude. Change a tire, anything. Okay. Now, for the cardio and the stamina, at least 3 miles in 30 minutes. So that comes out to 10-minute miles. 3 miles in 30 minutes outside, not on a treadmill. A treadmill is a different game because it calculates faster, I guess. But 3 miles in 30 minutes outside, and jumping rope for at least 15 minutes. For some people, this is probably going to be the hardest one out of all the exercises that I give. But if you can run 3 miles in 30 minutes, again, I have no doubt in my mind, like, if you had to go, dude, like, pull your kids for 3 miles in a wagon, it should be easy work. On top of the body weight strength that you have from the exercises, the standards that I give, dude, 3 miles with the body weight strength, beast. Now, with the jumping rope, this really helps with just, I like to call movement, flexibility, and just awareness. When you want to move your body, when you want to, jumping rope for 15 minutes will tell me the response of your body. And if you can jump rope for 15, I'm not going to say like straight, just, but you know, of course, you're going to mess up here and there. The rope's going to get tripped up on your feet. But if you can jump rope for 15 minutes, you know, mess up, get back into it, mess up, get back into it, you know, consistently for 15 minutes, bro, you are like on a different level. Okay, jumping rope is what separates the people who can control their body and the people who can't. So jumping rope also, with the body control, also comes into the stamina. Dude, jumping rope for 15 minutes is, for some of you, it may be hard. For some of you, it may be easy. But if you can jump rope for 15 minutes, no doubt in my mind, and run the 3 miles in 30 minutes or less, you have good cardio. Your cardio is like up to date. You shouldn't have any diabetic problems. You shouldn't have like hypertension. Like, you have good circulation of blood and oxygen. So, what was that? The body weight strengths, the cardio. Now, the movement and flexibility, that gets covered in the cardio. For me, as you can see, again, I'll refer to my TikTok. My TikTok started off with a lot of shadow boxing. I was kind of big. You saw the video, Fat and Depressed. I'll put the link in the description. I was bigger. I used shadow boxing to kind of get my weight back down, my boxing training. Then once the weight started coming off really quick, my diet was getting dialed in. I started adding kicks back into my routine again. You see some of the kicking videos. Now that my kicks are where they want to be, I can cut, I can move. And you see the muscle. You see the jump rope the jump rope intro video. Like, I'm kind of stacked out and I can hit all of these things. I can do the push-ups, the pull-ups, the squats, the crunches, like, with ease. Running 3 miles in 30 minutes, that's easy. The 15 minutes of jump rope, easy. Now, the next pillar is the diet. Basically just meat and fruits. I'm not really messing with no grains at all, because the grains kind of, it bloats me out. And I hold a lot of water and I feel kind of heavy. So when it comes to just being happy, you know, when you want to get up and like, I want to go drink water, or I want to get up and go hiking, if you can't have that response and you're kind of like, your body is just dragging and you're kind of like, oh, but you're big and like you look crazy, like crazy buff and stuff, but you're kind of just dragging your body. It's hard to have a higher quality of life when you can't do those kind of things. So flexibility for me just came with the kicking. Flexibility can really be gained just through the body weight training, just doing full range of motion, and the jump rope. A lot of people think that jumping rope doesn't work flexibility. Jumping rope kind of fires a lot of different muscles, you know, when you're hitting it. So just being able to have that response in your body and feeling it while you're jumping the rope for 15 minutes straight, just the mind to muscle connection, just to keep the rope going, this will promote a lot of just body awareness and movement and flexibility. And those are the exercises I feel, okay, this is just my opinion, and this is what helps me to have a higher quality of life, happiness, and health. If you can hit those exercises, no doubt in my mind, bro, you are a beast, especially the jumping rope. This is where everybody gets separated. Like, there's some guys, dude, they can fly through the pull-ups, the push-ups, 4 sets of 25. So in total, the push-ups are going to be 100 push-ups broken down into 4 sets of 25. The pull-ups is 50 pull-ups broken down into 5 sets of 10. The body weight squats is 100 body weight squats broken down into 4 sets of 25. The crunches is just 100 crunches straight. All right, the 3 miles in 30 minutes, that's 10-minute miles. And then the jumping rope is just 15 minutes of just going at it. A lot of guys can hit the 3 miles and the body weight strength. I know some guys who are like 220 pounds that can do those things, the body weight exercises and the running really well. But when it comes to the jumping rope, they start stumbling all over the place. They don't have rhythm. They don't have what's that called? Coordination. Now that's the one. You know, if you're 220 plus pounds, I've seen some guys like 250 plus, but they can jump rope really well. Those are the guys like I gotta be very weary of, because they can have coordination and stamina and just that whole rhythm at that body weight. When it comes to sparring, it's like if I start trying to run circles around them, they're gonna chase me, and they can kind of zig and zag, move the way that I move at 150, 60 pounds. So that's always the breaker. If you want to have a good, healthy, responsive body, the jumping rope. Sprints, all of these things like plyometrics, this and that. I mean, you can get into that kind of stuff. I've seen guys who, you know, are really good, like football players. They're really good at plyometric drills, cone drills. But the jumping rope, dude, if you can jump the rope, that is the one that will kind of bring the whole package together. Okay? I don't want to get into, I made a video about how jumping rope really improves your life. But these other things, just the body weight strength, the running, the jumping rope, if you can do all of those things together, I have no doubt in my mind you have a healthy body and you have a somewhat happy life because you're comfortable with your body. You're strong, you got good cardio, and you got good rhythm, you got good coordination. If you can do those things, understand, bro, you can do anything. I can put you on a field in a farm. I can put you in a executive office. You have the mental, spiritual, physical strength to overcome anything as a man. Okay? Now, if you can't do it, work your way up to it. There's so many ways to get up to that point. I'm not gonna give you any specific exercises because there's so many ways to skin a cat. All right, but like I said, I hope you wrote that down. Rewind the video if you have to, but if you can't hit those numbers, start training to hit them, especially the running and the jumping rope. If you have really good cardio, for you, I would say boxers mostly. For you younger kids, boxers, you gotta really watch the bodyweight stuff because you might put on some muscle. To do these numbers comfortably, you're gonna kind of gain some size. Look at the fucking cut in the pecs. Okay? Wow. You don't want to get too big. So that one kind of just slowly get on to it. But for you older men, homie, I know you watching this. Get on those body weight strengths. You got to have some type of strength. When you have that type of strength, everything else kind of becomes easier. If you can do the 4 sets of 25 squats, the running should be a little better, especially if you're doing things uphill. The jumping rope, your coordination will get better. You hit those numbers, all 3 pillars should be good. Your body weight strength, your strength period, your movement and flexibility, and your cardio and your stamina. These 3 keys for health and happiness. It's hard to be happy when you do not have these three keys, all right? Because these three keys build the confidence of a man, helps me to build my confidence. I can go to any sector. Dude, you can be a powerlifter, I can help you out. You can be a CrossFitter, I can help you out. You can be a mixed martial artist, I can help you out. You can be a swimmer, I can help you out. You could be I can go into any athletic sector because of these 3 points and those basic exercises. No matter what athlete you try to train or you try to become, this is all body control. Every athlete, even general labor guys, need some higher level of body control. These exercises I just gave you is like the bare minimum of body control. If you train athletes, dude, if you can get them on these points, you will have a solid foundation of athletes. They have the basics of body control, strength, and some type of spiritual awareness to their body and to their mind. Because to be able to do these things, like if I see a teenager who is like 15, 16, banging out these numbers, 4 sets of 25 push-ups, 50 pull-ups, 100 body, dude, I have no doubt this kid is spiritually, he is aware of his body. He's able to push himself through hard times. When he gets older and he still keeps these numbers up, he's going to be a beast. No matter where he goes in life, he has the spiritual structure, foundation to make it wherever he goes. And like I said, this video is my 3 keys to health and happiness, okay? I'm not going to get too much into diet. But diet for me, just meat and fruits, dude. That's meat and fruits. Cold showers. I take a cold shower at night. I made a TikTok where a dude was like, oh, you can't take cold showers at night because it's going to mess up. It's working for me, man. If you work out hard enough, when you take that cold shower at night, dude, it's going to calm you down, if anything. It's really going to just relax you. Put you straight to sleep. But that is my keys to just having a much more abundant life. To have more life, if you hit these keys, bro, you will be good. And like I said, I'm not going to give you any exercises. There's so much ways to get to these numbers. Just start figuring it out. Start training hard, all right? And like I always end every video, train hard, be kind. Until next time.